My full name, Malachi Matthias Watkins. First name is spelled Malachi. Last name is spelled Watkins. Staff Sergeant, and I am currently with the 831st Transportation Battalion, SDDC. Oh, surface deployment. God, I knew you were going to ask me that. That one's a bad one. Hometown of Serena Park, Maryland.
Can you spell that?
Sure. SEVERNAPARK, Maryland. My actual job is basically we track incoming cargo into the country for units and sustainment, and we also track it going out for units that are basically ripping back to the States. It's pretty close quarters, so if you have a problem with your neighbor, you better get to know them really well because you're always working close with your neighbors. So we see each other every day. We see each other 12 hours a day. So yeah, you get to know each other pretty well. And so you know when you need to get up and go take a break, you know, you go outside and take a break. It gets tedious after about 8 hours, and we typically, we have like 2 different shifts. We go from 8 to 8 and then from 10 to 10. That's so we can go ahead and make sure we get everything that's coming in so we can make sure it gets out on time. We have border memos that we send out, which is basically a memo assisting, you know, carriers to get across the border. And then we have tariff memos, import tariff memos that when they come into country, they have to come across the border, of course, so we're assisting them to get into Afghanistan. And they go to different FOBs. You have, RC East, North, and South. You know, so we're tracking everything. It's a group. And we ended up, like the group that I play with now, we're called the Elements of Soul. So, of course, you got elements from all over the place. And we form our soul anyway, which is music. Go down low, so they say. But yeah, we have fun. This is like my relief. Like I said, when I play, everything else, no worries, no nothing. This helps everything melt away.
Okay. And as far as the people you're playing with right now, how are they? I mean, do you get along with them a lot, really well?
Oh, it's like there's civilian contractors, there's some guys from the Navy. We all mesh like great. I mean, we all became really good friends. And, you know, when you go away to another country, you don't think you're going to meet anyone that's going to be a really good friend. These guys have been really good friends, you know, all the way around. We look out for each other. When you see like your workmates that you're working with every day, all day long, of course, most people don't want to see them once they get off. I mean, I love the guys, you know. We're all real good friends in the office, but it's nice and refreshing to go ahead and be able to, you know, communicate with someone else, you know, not with your office, and just kind of relax and have a good time, you know, just socializing. They are very talented, energetic, easy to get along with. And like I said, it's a great bunch of guys because we all come from different backgrounds. You have people from all over the world that are playing with us. You have, of course, from the United States. You have people from the West Coast, you know, from Cali. You have me, I'm from the East Coast, from Maryland. You have the Philippines. We have a guy playing guitar for us from the Philippines. I mean, we have a nice group of people. So.
And 2 more questions here. And now?
Well, see, to me personally, you know, I think because it has such a deep-rooted, you know, feeling for everyone, because jazz music and blues. The unit that I'm with now, one of the units that I came over here with, they're from New Orleans. And yeah, New Orleans Saints. I'm not a Saints fan though, okay? I'm a Green Bay Packer fan. And but the heart of, blues, one of the best places to be is down in New Orleans. And it was great being down there when we were training up to come over here. Got to listen to a lot of street musicians playing that were just unbelievable. I couldn't believe, what we were listening to was on the street. But it was beautiful music. And then, of course, your jazz. You have the great Louis Armstrong, from back in the day. And now, of course, all the young guys that are playing now are just phenomenal. And so it's when you have the old and new that come together, it's like great. It's a great mix. Me, myself, I like playing both. Because there's a lot of songs that really touch your heart, that there's something that's old, and then there's a lot of new music out now that's really great too. But yeah, it's a lot of great players.
And how do you think the jazz and blues affected when you listen to it?
Well, music in general, it brings people together. If you can, just look at us. You have a guy that likes to play blues. You have another guy that likes playing jazz. You have a rock guitar player. And it just brings all those different types of backgrounds together, and you form something that's awesome, which is, just grabbing us and playing, or going to practice with the guys and just playing because you had a long, stressful day and you need a release. You want something to relax. You got friends that you can go play with, and, it's like just a big old stress relief, So all your problems that you had during the day, they just kind of melt away when you start playing. And it's just something that you... Actually, the jazz band is going to play. So now we're going to play something totally different. So all different guys are going to be playing, and just going to have some fun. So it's like just going from one thing to the next. And
what's the first song we're going to do?
Doesn't matter.